Tonight, as Stockton continues to heal from the recent mass shooting, the community is coming together. A prayer service brought out residents just blocks away from the scene of the tragedy that left 4 people dead, including 3 children.
ABC 10's Garjpal Sangha explains how the community is finding strength as the mayor pushes for more federal help to stop the violence.
Inside Stockton's Greater Christ Temple, a city shaken by heartbreak, voices rose together in singing, prayers, and asking for healing.
We live here, we work here, we go to school.
Bishop Troy Dockery says tragedy has a way of pulling people together, and this was about giving Stockton strength.
Sometimes in tragedy, we find our purpose, we find our strength to rise up, and we can unify.
He says unity, song, and prayer are part of the rebuilding what has been lost and reminding people they don't have to be stuck in pain.
Devastating situations, sometimes we need joy, we need strength, we need song.
But while the community prays for peace, the mayor is pushing for action. Stockton Mayor Christina Fugazi says the city needs more federal and state money to fund gang intervention and prevention programs. Resources, she says, were cut just as violence has increased.
We had the fully implemented Marshall Plan that showed a decrease, like a stark decrease in a violent crime in our city because it was very proactive instead of being reactive.
She says Stockton must get back to being proactive, including rebuilding task force and finding out how high-powered guns keep ending up in neighborhoods.
That we need to be proactive, not reactive. We need to make sure that we find out where the pipeline is for these guns, these high-powered guns, and we need to stop that pipeline.
And as leaders call for resources, families call out for comfort, praying for healing, protection, and their city's future.
Father, cover Stockton, cover our region.
And many people in attendance hoping for a swift justice for the victims and the city. Reporting from Stockton, Garjpal Sangha, ABC 10.
Garjpal, thank you. And that wasn't the only vigil in Stockton tonight.
Just days after that deadly shooting at a child's birthday party, hundreds gathered at Weber Point for a candlelight vigil. The event was hosted by the San Joaquin County DA alongside the Victim Witness Unit and the Victims of Violent Crime Support Group. Families who've lost a loved one were invited to bring ornaments to place on a memorial tree, a chance to honor those taken too soon. After the ceremony, a march of lights moved through the area, giving the community a quiet moment to reflect and stand with victims' families.
But I think what this sends home to me is that it's not going even a year, 2 years, 5 years down the road. The pain still's there for them.
Tonight's vigil was one of several efforts across Stockton calling for healing, support, and unity as the city continues to process the tragedy and lean on each other in the days ahead.